Do, 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 do. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. How you doing? Max Braggs here with you, pen writer, author. Chester Shelley, your friend, somebody who cares, still caring, still doing it. I ain't gonna stop. You know why? As I said, I'm gonna give you 5 things to expect. What's to come? You don't have to believe a word I'm saying. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy your ride, no matter how you're doing it. Are you ready? So the first is commercial. The day is coming, and the system's in place already. They're working on it right now. You will only get a vehicle by what you make. If you're lucky, you'll get a bicycle. Something's wrong with this camera. I don't like the way it's set, mate. This camera is like messed up or something. Trying to get it a little better here. Okay, get a little more. There we go. But right here. Okay, it must have moved to the left. Okay, so by what you make in the workforce, it won't be long till they give you a job. That job is the job you'll do. And then they'll decide the vehicle you get. Like they just now come out with the ideal that if I work in retail, I cannot go get another job that pays higher in retail from a different company. I got to stay with the same company, whether I get the job or not. That is a law they have passed, or
trying to.
They're working on it. Which if they give you the law, we all know that it's already passed. That's what they tell you. It doesn't matter who votes anymore. They tell you that. They tell you. Your fake news gets out here and tells you the truth, but everybody calls it fake news. I mean, this last election proved it. Here Donald Trump's got it by 70% or whatever, and Joe Biden walks away with it. We know that ain't right. They're telling us it's rigged. Oh, wow, well, I voted. I did. I went and did my part. No, you didn't. You didn't stop and make it reset and vote them again. This time with people watching. No, you went into a computer that only does what they tell it to, and they made sure who went to number 1. They picked who they wanted. They got who they wanted in there to do what they're doing to you now. That's not a conspiracy, my friend. Open your eyes up. So, well, what can we do about it? First of all, you start praying. Second of all, gotta lead it. Proof's in the pudding, baby. Don't forget that. Next up. So, let's say you want a pickup truck. So you go up and you go to get a pickup truck. The first thing they're going to ask you for is the reason why you need a truck. Second of all, where's your license commercially to own that vehicle? You should pay a commercial company to move anything you need with your truck. Not to have it so you can haul flyers and stuff, go to the local store and get your stuff. You see, the more inflation goes up, the one thing happens. The elite know and understand that you don't. If they send up inflation wherever you live, they put a little place for a Trader's Mart right there. You no longer drive to somewhere else to go get stuff. Now you're center focused wherever they go, and that's when you buy out of that little circle. So whatever's in that one little area is where you'll buy, because you don't have the money to go get the other stuff. So therefore you don't need a truck anymore. You won't have it. So why do you need a truck? So we'll just eliminate the truck ideal. We'll tell people to truck's out of fashion. They won't like them anymore. They'll pay young people who love trucks to say they don't no more. And everybody believes it. It's some kind of great miracle. Nobody needs a truck no more. Not so you can go get your next, maybe you want to get you a new furniture. You see, you won't go to the store anymore. There'll be no such thing. You'll look online. Here's Here's my couch. I won't get to go look at them and sit on the different ones anymore. Thank God. That's what they're saying too. You're not coming in and tearing up our shit before we get it to you. No, we'll deliver it from wherever, however we can, and it will have China stamped all over it for you to let you know who owns you. Next up, you won't get that truck no more unless you got a business that demands you need it. You call me crazy, but that's what they call us all, crazy. But we knew it was true. Number 2, notice how they attack tobacco harder than they do herbs now. Because the state of euphoria to younger people is more satisfying than the urge to get up and do anything. So now, you deprive the people long enough, they'll take anything that comes their way. They'll take the penny jobs they used to not take because they're hungry. They'll take their stamp cards. We all got one. I got one. Everybody's got one. If you ain't got one, you ain't made your phone call yet. Something wrong with you. I mean, sure, they're going to give it to you. Might as well take it. Ain't that what all the politicians tell you? They're going to give it to you. Might as well take it. I mean, there's still a few out there say, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Yes, you will. Because it's going to make you do it. They're making you do it right now. When you go to the hospital and you got your own insurance, they make it 7 times harder for you to pay than somebody's in the system. So let me tell you what happens with the system. They send you home. If you got a job, and let's say you're the man of the hour, you're in every advertisement, and boom, you get hit. You're hurt. You have this surgery. Now, before you have that surgery, everybody's going to ask, will he ever be again? Or she, or whoever it is. And they say no. Then you know, like me, you're going to be put on the back burner. Just like my shoulder. They went in there and worked it, got it working. But they tried, they didn't put much effort into it. Because the healthcare system says we're only going to pay you to do so much for that person. And you think some doctor's going to go in there that was going to make $2 or $3 million at some little job is only going to get paid $50,000. Do you think he's going to take that time he would have took for the pay level? No, to get you back on where you belong. You already know this. You ain't got to tell me this. That's for everyone. So the system now says, are you worth it? That's the first question. If it's a runner who breaks their leg and they need some big surgery, but the doctor comes up and says, no, they'll be able to run again. Full strength, full throttle, will probably come back even better. Then they'll give everything they can, 100% beyond, and that doctor better be on it. It's the truth. The doctors for years tried to fight the system. They didn't want it. Now they have to take it. It's true. They're not telling you that, but it's there. Go listen to them. Go hear them. They don't want to be in this system because they're no longer a doctor. They're like a car mechanic. They're just changing parts. Go look in their computers. If you go in with a cough, they hook you up with symptoms. And those symptoms tell them what you got. They can't. They're not supposed to make their own conclusion now. What they know it is. For example, they'll have to feed you medicine. Medicine you may not have needed. Because now you're in the system. The same healthcare system. Let me tell you the next law they're doing. Number 3. Are you ready for this one? Once you reach a certain age, you're useless to the country. It's just time to send you home and let you go. You ain't worth the time. You ain't worth the effort. And they teach you this. So you realize you're in the system. All you are is a player to their game. That's how they see you. That's how you want to be. Because so many of us, it says, well, don't pick on the lower people. Pick on the independent people who get out here and make a difference. Let us be private. We want to know your business, but you can't know our business. Oh, don't pick on the little people. Nobody's picking on the little people. It's people like me who's independent, who says, come on. You got so much more value. But healthcare's got you rated. And every one of you will be on their system. The insurance companies try telling everyone, we're not going to make it. We either become part of the system or we fall out. It won't be long until that system decides your fate. It's already happening. I've done seen it firsthand. Yes, we have. We've done seen it firsthand. It's basically a death panel. Next up, are you ready for this kicker? The day will come when they no longer plant you with the ideal for women to have a child by the man they love. Or for a man that loves a female, she won't be able to have his child. Ideal. You see, you'll need a permit at a certain age to come. They'll test your blood. They'll test your genetics. And if you can give birth to what they want in their setting, or whatever, how they said it, might be football player section. You get what I'm saying? Movie star material here.
I've listened to an audio book that is pretty close to what you're talking about.
Very true.
Agenda 21. Agenda 21. You may or may not care for Glenn Beck, but his book suggested something like that being a possibility. Assigned partners.
Hey, Glenn Beck may not see it, but that man's got prophecy in him. He does. I know he's got a connection with
You'd probably like the book, Somebody probably liked the book just to hear what the possibility. Now, Agenda 21, his book, basically tells you what these people want to do. Not saying it will, but it's a possibility. That's what they want.
It will. I'm going to tell you it will. I'm not afraid to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you like it is, not how you want it to be. People really believe they're going in the future, they're going to be able to have babies by the men they love and stuff like that. It's wrong. They see you as the property. If your genetics is bad, you go to a hospital someday, and because your genetics is bad, they're going to pump you full of guinea pig shit. Just to see what happens. But if you are their movie star material, if you're the next big actor, you're the next big football player, on and on and on, your genetics, you're not going to have your lovey-dovey's baby. You're going to have what they want you to have. And that baby is no longer going to be raised by parents. They're going to be raised by governments that take them and they teach them what you're going to watch and entertain next. And people are going to be like, oh yeah, if this continues. It cannot go this way, people. Now, there's another one coming. There's another one coming. Probably the biggest one you've heard yet. Are you ready for number one? Most everybody hears it. They've already thought it. ESP done told them. The words coming out of my mouth, they've done heard before. Now, it's set. It's done. It's set. It's happening by the thousands. It's no longer a joke. I know for myself. I've seen it firsthand. Where somebody can walk up to a computer and they tap their hand or their forehead up against the computer and it pays the bill by Merits. What is that called? What is that called? What is the warning? It's become a healthcare thing. They're tattooing it in people's skins now. I don't have metal in my tattoos, but have you seen it? Have you seen it? The metal tattoos now. They got it down. God's allowed them in that much more. Think about what I'm telling you. When you read the Bible, God lets it in. Because if you're going to go one way, He's going to send you the other way. In other words, if you keep thinking you boys and girls and this transgender junk, trying to change the genetic of Earth, He's letting the doorways in. When you close one door, 7 more open unto you. Proven. The mark of the beast. Made to take it. And guess what? They will teach your world where you're a babysitter. We'll take care of you. It's no longer about religion, people. You see, it used to be a religious thing. It used to be a, what did we say? What did everybody say? What did preachers tell you? Oh, it's all a Bible thing. It's a spiritual thing. You're wrong. That's what I told you. It's now a soul thing. You can take metal and cyborg yourself. So, how much further are you going to let this world go? When a cyborg of metal, human, could reach far enough in, God lets you go far enough in to control everything at once in its life, including you. That easy. And you never know the difference. That's what they're telling you. That's what they keep showing you. Within 5 years, it will be not uncommon for the guy or female next to you or family member who comes in and says, guess what I just had to get. They're not going to fight you. They're just not going to let you have nothing. Because you got to be numbered. They're not even going to let you get out of your house. And if you're lucky, let me tell you what's attached to number 1. Exile. Where are you going to go? Are you going to let the laws go far enough in every country till they put you on that cross too? Now, how do you like my story? The cross is coming back. Exile. You can't go up. And you can't go down. Did I scare you? Do you see why? Do you see what I've been preaching? Can you see it? Because I know you can. That goes out to every politician and their grandchildren. What you keep creating. You keep opening them doors. You destroyed yourself. You took away your own self. I didn't do it. But you know it. You love the destruction. It's that important to you, Satan. Because that's not Satan. That's not Lucifer. That's you. That's a Beelzebub. God didn't come to create and then destroy. He come to build. Beelzebub come to destroy. Nobody truly knows that. Why did they call Jesus Beelzebub? He didn't destroy a thing. Why does Revelation say he's going to destroy something he doesn't intend to destroy? He said, I come to make a new Jerusalem. With or without the humans. It's going to happen. He don't need a book. He don't need you. You need him. You see, that's what we forget. You're sitting here talking, listening, and I hope everyone under the sound of every word I've ever said, under every show, just for a second, gets this in their head, what I'm fixing to say next. God don't need anything. You would know the difference if it's time stopped and come back on. You see, you need him. He's the only one who can keep metal from living in your skin. How scary was that? He's the only one who can keep metal from living in your skin. You're a stone. You're not a metal. Bloodstone's megaverse. You wait till you see what comes next. I love you all. Thank you all for joining. I hope we entertained you well enough. I hope I did. I didn't want this to be scary, but that was the top number one. How to fight the mark of the beast that's coming. And everybody's going to not, it's not going to be called a mark of the beast. It's going to be called a lot of different things. So it doesn't scare people. But there is a way. You see, God never closes all the doors. He gives a way out. That's where the people see. The rest of the world is so stuck into it. They're like, I don't want to look at the door. Maybe I'm the biggest player guy in the world and this guy's trying to kill my career or whatever. No, I'm not. That's why we play video games and stuff. There is a limit to the abuse. Pull back the abuse and the doors will shut and the right ones will open. But you keep pushing that envelope. He keeps opening the doors we're born with. That way we all see. We better be like ants in that ground because the signs will come. Unless the world says, whoa, we don't want these signs to come. We're going to back all this back up. Like Neviah did. Neviah. You know the word. You don't need me to say it. Jonas got mad as a prophet, and that was his downfall. So God sent woodworm. But he put a dome around it and kept woodworm from touching it. So if the world's even flat, and we have even an ozone, you either believe in one or the other. It doesn't matter, really. What matters is, how are you going to stop woodworm? When you look up in that sky and you go, oh God, I'm sorry, is that enough time? How much time does God tell you you get? See, I'm not going to put you a time limit. That's not my job. My job is come to entertain you and let God do the rest. That's why I'm here. Just to entertain you. Say, wow, man, he's so crazy. Wow, he's just out there. But I still love him. I love you too. Thank you for sharing your life with me in times. We really have some good times, don't we? You know I'm like that. Just a crazy prophet. That's all. Crazy. And I'm not self-proclaimed. I do not say those words. Dream given. That's the only word you use. So, God bless you all. We'll be back tomorrow night with Spookmasters. Tonight was very special because really it's just the direction my brains just kept going. It just wouldn't go any other way. So I'm sorry. I hope if I offended people that they can love me anyway. Because I love you still. I get offended 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and the only people I get to share it with is you. Thank you for letting me vent tonight. Man, we had a wonderful ride, even though I spooked you a few times. But there's a top 5. Get ready for it.
How is your jaw not caught on fire by now?
Yeah. So anyway, I don't slow down. I don't stop. Don't stop. Sugar to the bad, the bop, 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 get it out of here, everybody. Come back and see me tomorrow night. I promise I won't preach. I can't say that. I'll throw my hands up. I'll say Spookmaster Fest, so to speak. So many goodies. So many goodies we're still trying to show people. Something happened today that the Garden of Gethsemane video hasn't come out yet, but you should see that video. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I can't help it.
So you got it real good where the tree.
I can't help you took one little glance and didn't see it.
It went.
Yeah.
That's the only time it squeaked.
It's on Facebook and YouTube.
Cool. Everybody check out the video. Share it and like it. I mean, if anything, that we did not do that. I promise you. I will. It was not fake.
I think I called it something else.
What'd you call
it? There was one that's a triple. I called it crap.
This is a cigarette. I am old enough, and I'll show you my license.
I called that one Triple View. I think we can still change the title.
Yeah.
So
We'll
that the title won't matter exactly. And then there's another one that's only the garden.
I'm watching both of you.
There's another one that's only the garden. I called that one Double Vision in the graveyard. But
close my
You can change the name of it. You can change the title. The double vision is when me and you both was walking around and we had the camera pointing in two separate directions.
Aha. I love that song, Double Vision. I like the title. We'll leave it like it is. God handed you to do it. That's where I'm going to leave it. So, next up, what are we going to talk about later on? Not tonight. We're cutting off. I got to get over there, and I'll show some few videos later of some stuff we're doing. I really wish we'd go live. It will get to that point. It will get to that point. Just hang in there with me. How do we defeat, and bring back what's ours? Prayer. That's where we start. Next up, I'll tell you number 2. Soon. God bless you. Thank you all for joining, having fun. I at least hope I got a smile on your face, and ooh, and ah, and what else kind of emotions? Oh yeah, just pretty much a mixture of everything, because we love to entertain. Mwah. So entertaining. Thank you. Who's gonna say it? I'm Max Braggs, and I can. I love it. I'm Max Braggs, and I can. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I still love you all too. Thank you. I have that ESP going off, the psychedelic waves. We're all good. Thank you so much for enjoying the night. At least I made you go for a second anyway, right? Too. Oh my God, we're good though.
Spank you very much.
So, spank you very much. Thank you.
Do you even know where I got that from?
No, I don't. Where did you get that from, man?
That movie a long time ago with Jim Carrey, The Mask.
Oh yeah, The Mask was a good old movie too. I watched that 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get off here. And I've got some other stuff, like I said, I'm taking care of. Sorry. I'll be shooting out some videos in a little bit, so stay tuned. If you're up, if you're not, catch them tomorrow. God bless. Thank you all. Thank you all. Because I know 2 things will happen. A, social media will open up for us and give us the numbers we asked for. Or B, it's still rigged. We'll find out, won't we? God bless you all. Goodbye. Amen. Bye-bye. 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 I don't know what to touch next.